Okay, I think we are live. I just gotta my audio stuff working for myself here. Okay. All right, cool. Got everything working here. So, today my goal is to simply build the Towers of Hanoi in Lee's Odyssey. This might be a short one, this might be a long one, I'm not sure. I've kind of started with a little bit of a template here. So basically the idea is we have 4 bomb bugs here. So basically each bomb bug is going to represent one of the rings or plates or whatever in each tower. So we basically have like 3 pegs here. That's like each of these lanes. And the goal is to move this entire column of bomb bugs into this column, but retain their ordering. So you can see that each of these has a move order assigned to it, 16, 17, 18, 19. So yeah, they need to be in that exact same order over here. There are going to be some rules. Actually, I think there's another one here. Oh, there is another bomb bug here. Okay, so there is a bomb bug number 20 here. So I'm gonna move these 5 bomb bugs into this column. But there's a constraint that they can't be ordered in the wrong way. So if you ever have like 17 on top of 16, for example, that's a failure state. Like you can't, you're not allowed to do that. That should be an illegal state. Now I don't know how that's going to be enforceable, but oh, these do nothing. Why do these do nothing? I don't know why these are here. I probably had an idea for what to do with these at one point. But yeah, we want to be able to extract 1 bomb bug from this column, put it in this row here, and then we want Leaf to be able to choose which of these 2 other pegs that bomb bug goes to. And that's what all these monster blocks are for. So those are going to be control mechanisms to choose which direction the bomb bug moves in. But I think that... yeah, this is going to be kind of tricky, though. So we want these bomb bugs to move up, but we want the rest of them to go back down. We don't bomb bug, or we want only this bomb bug to be in this lane when we're choosing which, I guess, peg to put this ring on. So, wait, what? Oh. One of my streams is failing because the streams have an invalid configuration. Uh-oh. This is a good time to find out about that. When there's, like, no one watching. Okay. Uh-oh. What is going on? And it says that the stream is healthy. I'm gonna have to figure that out later. That was not happening, like, a couple days ago, so I'm guessing there are some updates. And that's causing that to fail now. That's annoying. Yeah, I think what we want to do is be able to just, like, push this bomb bug up out of here. I guess I can control all of these. It shouldn't matter. But yeah, I have an idea. We'll just control all of these at once. So that should push all the bomb bugs up. But I think like one turn after that we want to push the bomb bugs back down. Let me think about how we will do that. We probably need, like, another bomb bug. Like, we need a one-turn delay, essentially. Okay, now the stream is healthy again. Weird. Hmm. So if we want something to happen a turn later, how do we do that? We should introduce like a single turn delay. Usually I do that with like move order. So like the bomb bug will step on this plate, which will then release like another bomb bug up here. Something like this. So sort of like the slick flick selector design I have. Let's see, how does this look? Oh, that's weird. Oh. Let's see, does this work? Oh, interesting. Okay, so we do this. We have to wait 4 turns before we're allowed to input again. And we want to be able to force a different kind of input. Like, we've got a lot of like timers here. Yeah, I think we're gonna run out of space probably. But we will see. We'll see if this is doable. This thing needs to reset after 4 turns, though. Which is interesting. I actually kind of want this to, I guess we want this to be a little bit longer. That broke the wiring, of course. Yeah, that's one of the most annoying things about building rooms like this is moving targets, moving wiring targets causes that to happen. Need a wall. I'll just put a regular... Where's the regular wall? Here we go. Yeah, we actually need one more turn on this. And then we need to reset. Okay, so this one I think is just gonna reset like all of these. Something like that. Let's see. Okay, so that seems pretty good. Like, what did this do again? It just, yeah, just did that. And then this pops up, resetting the whole mechanism. So if I hit it again, it's gonna do the same thing. So now, if I control this, using this guy, so this is probably not what I'm going to want at the end of this. But I can move this around. Let's see, if I hit this again. That's pretty cool. It's almost like an insertion mechanism, but it doesn't quite get the bomb bug all the way down to where it needs to be. Yeah, it's off by 1. Because we get that north push at the beginning. Actually, no, it doesn't even put the block down right away. And we need that north push when we're extracting. We also probably need some kind of selector, I imagine. Like, this is currently wired to pop all of these at once, but we actually don't want that. We want to extract from only a single one of these. So if I do this... And the reason why we want to pop all of these up by 1 is to enforce that constraint. We want to enforce the constraint that these bomb bugs are in the correct order. So in order to enforce the constraint that these are in the right order, we have a hot coal here. Or I guess it's not a hot coal, it's a toggle floor apparently with a pit. Let me think about this. Oh. What's happening to my internet here? My bitrate is fine. It's not receiving enough data to maintain smooth streaming. Interesting. Might be on YouTube's end then, because like my bitrate in OBS seems totally fine. Might have to look into stream configuration stuff though. But anyway, So that goes like that. That's pretty good. We also want this switch not to be able to be pressed twice. Because, yeah, that's gonna mess things up. We want something to be able to control this. Like, once this guy comes off of his pressure plate, this will go back down. Something like that. Let's see if we can do that. Oh, no, that's not quite. Not quite what I'm looking for. Maybe it's you. Okay, then what if I unwire you to yourself? Okay, that looks pretty good. Okay, this seems pretty robust. So yeah, that's a selector. At least for this first one. We still want to be able to choose which of these three we're using. So I guess we could have, three of this mechanism. And each of these would control... but then I think the wiring gets kind of confused that way. Oh, maybe not, though. Let's see if we can do selection that way. The way that I'm thinking of. Yeah, how about these are all wired to doors? You go here. There. There. Let's see, so I can't hit any of these now until this cycle finishes. You need to actually be wired to these. Wait, what's connected to this? Oh, that. Wait. Okay, I see. Okay, how about... who controls which of these doors? Okay, so you control that door, apparently. Right, you control all of them. How about you don't control all of them? You control this one. You control this one. Okay. So we have one switch per stack here. That's good. And these are wired to those. I think we only want one of these to be wired to each. So you don't get wired to these two. You only get wired to this one. You only get wired to that one. How's that feel? Okay, so those properly pop this one off of this stack. So that's like our pop operation. Now we need something that actually moves this to the side. Oh, but we actually, yeah, when we're in selector mode, like when we're at this state, we don't want to be able to hit these switches again. Because we don't want to be able to pop another bomb bug from the stack. We want to make sure that this is the only bomb bug that can move right now. Okay, this is interesting. Because, yeah, we've already used up quite a bit of space just for this. Just for the stack popping. I mean, we could have used the cyclic selector instead. To choose, like, which of these three we want. And then had just one of these to move, or to pop from a particular stack. Not sure how that's gonna work exactly. Oh my god. Stop. Stop saying no data. It's so spotty. Okay, whatever. I'll have to look into some settings later. Try and resolve that. Okay, so we need to have like another state here where we have a bomb bug selected, and so we're not allowed to hit these switches again. We can work on compression a little bit later. Yeah, I want to get a bomb bug off of this stack. Oh wait, this doesn't work for short stacks though, does it? Like if I have a single bomb bug here and I hit the middle switch, Yeah, that's gonna go up only, like, once. Oh, I just realized, yeah. Oh, that's not good. So it needs to actually go up, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then it has to go back down 4. So that's actually how the pop operation works, is you have to press a switch, wait 5 turns, because we need to know if the bomb bug is all the way down here, we have to wait for it to come all the way up. So yeah, it has to wait 5 turns, and then it has to trigger the timer. So another way we could do this is with, like, pressure plates. So if we put, like, a pressure plate here, like, the bomb bug stepping on the plate could activate the timer. My one worry with that is once the bomb bug steps off of the plate to move to another column, then it'll probably trigger this mechanism again, which will cause another pop, which we don't really want. So it does all have to happen at once. We might have to move this entire mechanism, like, over here as well, just so that we have enough room to actually do things while maintaining the right move order here. I mean, I'll do it if I have to, but I'm trying to not take, like, too much space here for that. Yeah, we need to wait 5 turns for a bomb bug to go all the way up. And then we need to push it back down for 4. And assuming that the move order is correct whenever we do this. Actually, no, that doesn't work either, because, like, we have 2 bomb bugs here, and right, if we lower this for 4 turns, like, even if they are in the right order, yeah, it's just gonna put it back down at the bottom. We actually don't want that. Okay, so I need to rethink my mechanism entirely then, because just doing it based on timing is not going to work. So I could do the detector pressure plates. Put, like, a door under each of these. So that once a bomb bug steps on the pressure plate, it raises the door. The only problem is that these bomb bugs are now, they've already moved. But we need to move all of them at once in order to enforce the movement order constraint. So I guess the idea is when this thing lowers, this bomb bug that has moved into this row is trapped. We want it to be trapped, and we want these guys to be able to just go south. So maybe this is not the right play. Maybe we want to actually put, like, a trapdoor over pit here. The only problem with that is my mechanism here. So the reason why I have all these doors here is because I want to, at the end, elevate all the bomb bugs and have them march north. and then do like a combo sacrifice here, just like one after another. And that's like the most compact way to sacrifice all those spawn bugs. That would be fine, but I think we actually need to put a pit here. I think we actually need to remove these. Because I want to be able to have these bomb bugs move up here. And then on the way back down, we need to trap this bomb bug. Okay, so yeah, this operation is actually going to be pretty complicated, it seems. Okay, so 5 turns up, and then once we lower this, open the trapdoor and move all the bomb bugs back down. But the problem with that is they aren't going to move immediately. Like, this guy's not going to be able to move immediately because he's going to be blocked by this guy. So that doesn't work either. I could do this in different phases actually, because we don't technically need to finish that operation immediately. So we could push this up to pop the stack. Hold the bomb bug in this position with a door. We're going back to the doors. And then manipulate this bomb bug freely, however we want. And then hit a switch to push all the bomb bugs back down to where they started. That makes more sense, actually. So, like, you're gonna all move up 1, but whoever moves onto this door gets held up by the door. Let's try this. Okay, and now we don't need that timer mechanism. So if anything, this timer mechanism should be used to hold this door down until this gets reset. Okay, I see. I think I see what I need to do. So you will do this. You will not trigger this. Okay, let's see what this looks like. And let's see what that looks like for a smaller stack. Let's say we have only 2. Oh, hold on. That's a problem. Okay. Okay, so maybe... Oh, whoops. That's not what I wanted to do. Maybe we should do something like this. Another stream blip there. Oh, wait, no. Okay, I gotta check my bitrate. No, my bitrate is totally fine. This is probably on YouTube's end. Okay, so what is triggering that? Okay, those two plates, that's why. Okay, so stop triggering this. Wait, what? Oh, right, because, right, you are... Wait, who triggers you? This? Oh. Okay, well, stop. Stop doing that. Okay, right, that operation needs to happen later. That doesn't need to happen right away. Okay, that bomb bug is isolated now. Yo, welcome. It's fine. I mentioned it at the end of the last stream, but yeah, I didn't put it in the schedule or anything, so I'm not too surprised that no one's showing up for this one. It's okay. So this looks pretty good. Let's just test it with like one bomb bug, make sure that in the more extreme cases it's okay. So yeah, if we try to pop the stack when there's only one bomb bug... Oh wait, it failed. Oh, because the timer's not long enough. Right. Right, we need to wait one more turn. Okay. Good thing I checked. That is kind of annoying though, because now... actually, that's not that bad. Actually, it might be a problem. I can move this down one tile. And these all down one tile. And just copy this. Let's see, that's going too far. I don't know what we're going to do with these ones, actually. We might just get rid of these. We might just switch to a cyclic selector later. You are hooked up to the wrong one now. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Okay, this should work. Oh, God, I hate this. That is like the #1 most annoying thing is... Okay, that's there. Is it this one? Wait, yeah, that is hooked up. Why is that not working? Oh, because this is not hooked up to these doors anymore. Yeah, when moving the wiring outputs, not preserving the wiring really sucks. Wait, what's going on? What happened? Okay. I hit this, you move. Okay, and then this resets? No, it only resets some of them, that's why. There we go. So now this one is isolated, and now we can manipulate it left and right. And then we need to have like a push operation. But when I do the push, it's gonna just push everything. It doesn't really matter. We can kind of do that indiscriminately. Okay, this is looking pretty doable, actually. Now, the only issue is that we have to make sure that this bomb bug is aligned with one of the columns when we do that push operation, because otherwise it's going to get trapped in here. We don't want it trapped in this channel. So I need to figure out how do I actually ensure that this bomb bug is aligned. I think the way we do it is when we add the mechanism to push this left and right, we have to make sure that it moves 2 tiles at a time. So it goes right twice, or left twice, every press. You don't know what you're seeing? Don't worry about it. Okay, just to explain what I'm doing here again. Basically, this is Towers of Hanoi. So there's gonna be like a bunch of rings around pegs. So these are our 3 pegs here. This is not for the Fluid Works area, actually. This is going to be for the area before that. It's supposed to be the counterpart to the 8 puzzle. So there's the 8 puzzle over here, and on the other side there's going to be Hanoi. And so the way that this works is basically it pushes the bomb bugs up out of here. And the reason why I have to push all the bomb bugs up is because on the first turn, for like exactly one turn, I'm going to open this trapdoor. So if these are in the wrong move order, this bomb bug dies, and then you can't clear the room. So this is how we enforce the constraint that every time you restack the bomb bugs, they have to be in the correct move order. And that's how you enforce that, like, the smaller disc sits on top of a larger disc. I'm calling them rings, discs, whatever. But is the one massive idea true? What's the one massive idea? Yeah, so that guy's gonna be stuck up there. That's okay. I just want to test this to make sure that this actually works, though. We have 4 rings here. If we put one more bomb bug there. Oh, that one! That one I have not started working on. Leaf Attorney. I don't know what to call it, actually. That's gonna be a separate world. I haven't started on that because honestly, like, I know how I would implement it. It's actually not that hard. The problem is just writing the actual story. Writing the story and making it actually make sense and not having like plot holes and stuff, because that would like literally kill the entire thing. That's the hard part. I'm not much of a story writer. I've never written any stories or novels, so I actually have no idea how that's gonna work. But yeah, that's not me. So I think I want the cyclic selector here. I really do think I want the cyclic selector, which is kind of a problem because this is let me just check the wiring. This is wired to this door, this is wired to that bottom door. Why do the robo bomb bugs get go unpaid? They're robots, dude. Law and order are needed. Yeah, we need like the Monster Metropolis courthouse. Okay, so only these 2 pressure plates are actually hooked up to this mechanism down here. The rest, I don't think are. So I can safely move this entire thing. We're gonna do that right now. Let me move this over here-ish. Actually, I think I have to move this up. The person who made them didn't get paid? Well, too bad. I'm trying to configure. I'm mulling over the logistics of this whole thing. Because I want the cyclic selector, which is cheaper than all of this, because this is very expensive, having 3 different timers. I want a single timer for all of these, but I want it to be on a selector. Like, just pick one of these 3 doors. So yeah, how is this going to work? So it needs to be up to this row at least. Which is kind of... This is probably okay, actually. We need to rewire this. I might need to move this again, though, because the actual room has this big divider here. So maybe the mechanism would like go in this spot, and then like the timers would go up here. That might work. Let's just see. Let's just see if this fits first. I might have to make these stacks shorter. I might have to make it like a stack of 4 instead of a stack of 5. That's also something I'm considering. So you were connected to this. You were connected to this. And I actually want you to be connected to all of these. Let's see how this looks. Alright, these are also... Yeah, that seems good. We're gonna delete this. Because I don't like that. Maybe the wall specifically there is under construction, so it creates a hole in it. Yeah, maybe. That's also a good idea. It is, so this area, the lore of this area is that this is the ruins of like some giant's home. An ancient giant's home. But yeah, maybe like these ruins are under like restoration or like they're monitoring it. I don't know. Like basically the Chimera Corporation is like salvaging like the wreckage of this ancient giant home, and this is where they like learned a lot of their technology from. Like that's kind of the lore of this place. This reminds you of the game Normal Elevator. This game does actually, yeah, it does kind of have that feel, doesn't it? Like you're just in an elevator and then every floor there's like a bunch of stuff to do and then you go on to the next floor. Yeah, it is kind of like that. Well, you're not wrong. Oh, what did the selectors look like? They look kind of like this. How's this wired? Oh yeah, these are kind of wide, actually. Didn't realize that. But that's fine. Actually, why do we have this gap here? Oh, because of this. Right. Actually, it's the same size as the, Right. Okay, that's not as much of a problem as I thought, then. I'm just gonna copy and paste this. Because it works. We'll change the design slightly. Oh wait, but now you're misaligned. Is the misalignment an issue? No, it's not. That's another thing you have to be aware of is like sight lines to these monster blocks can be a problem. Is that the terminology I use for cyclic selectors though? Or is that... No, I use grass for that. That's actually pretty funny. You know what? We don't need the terminology for this particular room. I have a specific visual terminology I like to use for certain components usually, but I think we can probably get away with not doing that with this one. Okay, so you... Wait, actually, yeah, we do need a pulse generator for this one separately. So this is the selector. Let me just see what happens when I add another switch to do the selector stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. That's exactly what we need. Okay, so now I can move these monster blocks down here. Put the doors here. And these will be those. You're on this one. And these will be hooked up so. Oh, oops, I have it the wrong way around. I need to invert. So if you're selected, then that's the column that gets pushed up. We have an enforcement mechanism, actually, that prevents this from being hit while the mechanism is operating, so I need to enforce that this also doesn't move. There we go. And that successfully pops a bomb bug off of that stack. And that takes up way less space as well. And if we wanted to, we could select the second column and do the same thing. Oh, wait, no, what's going on? Yo, what? Huh? Is it because of you? Wait, what? What caused this to pop? Oh, this door! Wait, why is... Okay, that must be like a copy-paste wiring issue. That's weird. That's funny, though. It's like, why is that connected to there? Shouldn't be. Okay, so now that we have selected you... Actually, this enforcement mechanism is wrong. But we'll fix it later. If anything, it should be more like, if I hit this one, both of these rise. Yeah, so I can cycle there. Wait, what? Oh, you're not hooked up to yourself. Yeah, but if I do this, then I can't hit these switches ever again. Which is good. That's what we want. So now I need something that lets the bomb bug move between columns. It needs to be in like one of 3 different states. This is going to be kind of tricky, I think. But actually we don't need to track the states as long as we make sure that it moves 2 before we do our push down operation. And then the last thing we need to do is enforce that the bomb bugs die if they're in the wrong order by opening these trapdoors for like 1 turn. Which should be pretty doable, I think. I mean, it doesn't even have to be for 1 turn. We could probably do it like immediately. Let's see. Let me just test this. Okay, that's maybe too early. Oh, interesting. So it doesn't work if there's a bomb bug on the door. That's good to know. Oh, actually, no, it still doesn't work. If it's full. Because this doesn't lower until end of turn. I see. But these guys start moving. Okay, so then I think the solution is to wire... what was it? Not these, but this guy. So this guy is going to be responsible for these. There we go. Oh wait, there's a problem. Oh, of course, the other columns are also affected. So they also need to have some kind of cyclic selection. Ooh. I need to AND gate these with the cyclic selector. Oh, okay. I see. We could probably try the... I think we could use the compact AND gate design, actually, for this one. Which I haven't used yet at all. Oops. But yeah, we need to AND gate these with the cyclic selector. So the new AND gate design is not like super compact, if I remember, but should work. How does it work again? It's like this. Put the bomb bug here. And actually that's not going to work either because there's a sight line up there, so I need to separate you. Just put a rock there. And I think this needs to be like here, because this needs to be there. Actually, no, you can probably sit here? I'm trying to remember how this freaking works. Oh wait, we need to AND, we need three different AND gates, so that's okay. So like while this is selected, okay, so you would touch this. And then this pressure plate would be tied to this. So something like that? Okay, we need a pit. But also we need to tie this to this. And this to this. Right, it's like a parity check. Oh, and because of... Right, because one of these is already down. Oh, the distance is a problem? Okay, so I guess you still need to sit back here. Oh wait, no, the way that this worked was you are on like a pillar. I just remembered. Yeah, and then it falls back down. So this is my compact AND gate design. It's pretty cool. But it is very timing sensitive. Thankfully this mechanism has enough delays and stuff in it to move bomb bugs around that's okay. But yeah, this is how you do a more compact AND gate. And it's pretty cool. So if we select the second one, then that should be fine, I think. Actually, yeah, that plate needs to be connected to that. This plate needs to connect like this. Let's see this. And let's see this. Oh wait, that's... Oh, right. The state of these needs to be inverted. Is this right? If there are two bomb bugs in the wrong order here, what would happen? This is actually really hard to, actually, no, it's not that hard to do. I can test it like this. But it is kind of annoying to test. When you can't just place things in the wrong move order. So if I do this... Wait. No, it's the other way around. Okay, I need to put a... This is actually really annoying. Nope. Ah, God. Okay, how about we stack two of these here? And by distance it should... They reorder themselves that way. Okay, good. And then I move my stack onto here. Okay. That looks good. So now we have them in reverse order. So when I hit this switch, the lower one doesn't die. Okay. So that is a problem. I just had to check that. So how do I deal with you? Well, what actually is the problem there? Like, okay, what if this isn't what activates these, but no, you actually survive. That's actually a problem. No, it really does have to open immediately, huh? Okay. Oh, how about if it's you? Wait, why did that not work? Oh, because you're so hooked up to that. Let's see. Right. So if I do this... No, but then you die. That's too early. Wait, no, actually that's what we want. Because you're in the wrong order. But if I were to remove you... and place you in the correct order... then you survive. There we go. Okay. So yeah, that seems to have fixed it. I think that should be okay, even for this one. Yes. Okay, that is fine. That's working for both of these. Which means we can unstack this again. Okay, so enforcement is looking good. Solution enforcement is looking very good. So the last couple things we need to do is the push mechanism. And we also need to... I don't know. we need this left and right movement. I'm trying to think about like where this room can go. Like, does it even fit here anymore? Like, I don't know if it does. Like, right now it totally could, I think. Actually, I don't know about that. I mean, if I remove a bit of this wall... Probably? Maybe? This might just have to be its own room. This might have to be something separate, unfortunately. Or maybe I can squeeze it in... Yeah, none of these rooms look particularly, like, squeezable spots. Oops, not that room. Yeah. Alright, we'll think about this. So this mechanism, I want to do the left and right motion now. So that needs to be controlled by like a separate switch, I think. Or probably two switches, actually. So there'll be like one switch that does a push to the left, and then another switch that does like a push to the right. And they have to do it by like two. So it can't just be like a pulse generator. It actually has to take 2 turns. But it still needs to be resettable. Wonder if there's a good way to do that, though. My pulse generators are all up here. Because, yeah, they need, like, these guys need to move before any of these guys do. There's not really, like, there's no room for negotiation there. I could put stuff here, but... Ooh, that's actually kind of tricky because of the way that these are lined up vertically. Move order is going to be a thing. I was hoping that this room wouldn't get super large, but it's... This thing taking up as much space as it does is already kind of a problem. It's mostly because of this monster block. I could shift this over one space, remove this, and then this whole thing can go up one. That's actually good. That's less fragmentation. So actually what I want is to move you to the right one, and then remove the rock and move this up one space. Which is annoying, but would kind of do wonders for efficiency. So I just need to remember that this is hooked up to those, and these 3 are each hooked up to 2 doors like that. Okay, let's just do that first. So you're hooked up to these. You're hooked up to these. You are hooked up to these. This is hooked up to all of these, I think. And then we need to move you over by 1. Put a monster block there. Put a level 4 because we're going to have to do that eventually anyway. Actually, this seems to be fine. The only thing that I have to rewire, I think, is this. Okay, that seems better. Okay, that's good. We want that. Okay, so we've cleared up a little bit of space here, which is good. How are we gonna move you left and right by 2, though? Like, I want to be able to hit this toggle switch. And then lower this for 2 turns, and then pop it back up. I guess we could do like one of these mechanisms again. It's very expensive though. It might call for something a little different. This is just an idea. Oh, but it needs to be resettable. So no, this I think it does actually have to be. It's either that or 2 regular pulse generators, and then we have a second mechanism that just enforces that the bomb bug is on one of these 3 spots before you can push downward. Actually, that option might be easier to do, because then I could just have 2 pulse gens connected to these doors here. And I have 1 up here already, which is unused. So this pulse gen can hook up to this door, another pulse gen to this door. Then we can have pressure plates here, here, and here. And you can't press the push down button unless there's something sitting on one of these pressure plates. I think that might be the best idea. I mean, it's the best idea that I have, anyway. The only problem then becomes, how do we prevent Leaf from hitting the push-down switch until this has finished executing? But I think that's sort of a separate concern. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is this. That just seems like the best idea. Put a wall here for now. Don't want Leaf to interfere. That looks pretty good. We'll try this for now. I mean, I don't know if this is the way that this is actually gonna go. If we want it to move left, we need to do that. Right, that. So those don't need any kind of enforcement mechanism before those can be used. Actually, they do, don't they? Yeah, because if I hit this and then I start doing that, then I can actually extract more than I want to be able to. So same enforcement mechanism. If I hit this, these switches need to go up. Or actually, no, these need to just be up to begin with. So what I actually need is for when this pressure plate gets hit, these need to come down, allowing me to move left and right. And this needs to basically be the thing that lets me start pushing bomb bugs back down. That needs to be the trigger. So this needs to set some kind of bit. Which I can probably do here. What? You looked away for 1 second and what? What happened? So when this gets hit, we want this to set this bit. Oops. We want you to set that bit. And that will allow me to hit these switches. There we go. now I can move you freely with no interference from these switches. And then when I'm ready, there's gonna be like a push down button that I press. And that push down button is what'll let me actually send the bomb bug south. And the way that I do that is probably with this. We probably need another set of AND gates. So you step on this. And okay, you know what would actually be more space efficient? If I rotated this. If I rotated this sideways, like 90 degrees, this way. So, counterclockwise. That would actually let me squeeze in more mechanisms. And I think that's maybe what I have to do here. I kind of hate that, but I think that is probably what I need to do. Because these three need to hook up into some kind of AND gate mechanism, so I know that the bomb bug is sitting here, and that I want to push this block down. Actually, it doesn't really matter because these walls are up, so no, that doesn't matter. The reason why we want that though is because when we hit the pushdown mechanism, we want to reset back to the initial state, where we are able to pop an element from a stack. So I think this is fine. I mean, I don't know. We need some kind of button that we just press. That will activate these for a set period of time. But also lower a specific door. Oh yeah, no, this is that's gonna take a lot, isn't it? Because it's gonna require another timer. Okay, yeah, this room is definitely not going in that area. There's no way we can fit this in there. Oh god, this is actually awful. So I do need to rotate this, huh? Is there anything else that needs to be hooked up? This... So these three are all controlled by this one pressure plate. These three are controlled by this pressure plate. These three are controlled by those three pressure plates. Turn order would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 if it was rotated counterclockwise. Okay, fine. Okay, we're rotating it. What's the hotkey for that? Not that. Is it this? Oh no, I think it is this. Wait, no, I think I rotated it the wrong way. No, wait, no, this is right. Because now we can use this space for timers. Actually, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, I think you are connected to these. Were you connected to the... oh, I don't know. These? You're connected to this. You're connected to this. You're connected to this. I just need to make sure. Oh, wait, my enforcement mechanism is broken. What happened to that? Was it you? Was it like this? Shoot. This is why I don't like that. That doesn't work the way that it's supposed to. Or moving wiring targets needs to preserve connections. Like that is a massive problem. Because I do not remember how this is wired now. Was it you? It was probably you. You were probably wired to the pressure plate. Or to the pits. Oh wait, no, it was this AND gate. The AND gate was wired to that. Right, okay, hang on. I forgot about the AND gates, okay. That is my bad. Okay, that's fine. That's not fine. Good. No, that's not fine. That is definitely not fine. This was working earlier, so I definitely wired something incorrectly again. Oh boy. Was it you that needed to do this? Maybe it was you. Okay, I think it was you. I think I got this correct now. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, there we go. So, the reason why I had to rotate this was because of move order. Because we're gonna start with our bomb bugs down here in this bottom row. So and we now are free to use like any of this space to add more timing mechanisms, and they will fire before any of these bomb bugs move. Which is good because we need that. That's just really important. Let me just put ice here to make it very, very clear that this is an AND gate. Or these are all AND gates. I'm gonna mark my false generators with stone floor, grass. This timer will be flowers. There we go. I don't know, it just makes it a little bit easier for me to read this. The wooden floor is for this bit. So this bit allows me to actually move the bomb bug once it's... And these are not hooked up at all. It's fine. Okay, so I can move the bomb bug up and down. That's good. We want to be able to do that. So once we move the bomb bug to one of these pressure plates, we want that to open up another AND gate. Which will lower the corresponding door once we hit the push-down switch. And the push-down switch needs to activate another timer. Probably for the exact same number of turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then this one will reset it. Okay, let me think about this timer. The timer can go here. That's pretty safe. We don't want any of that. I don't think we want that. I think I found an optimization, actually. This pulse gen doesn't do anything. We could hook up... Because, like, this is wired to this. Okay, that is interesting. Yeah, this pulse gen doesn't actually do anything. This is redundant. Because this could be wired to itself. And then this could be wired directly to these doors. Okay, that's interesting. Let's try that for this one and see how that works. I think I'm right about this, though. If I do this, and then this, and then this. So we gotta activate this first. And then when I hit this... Oh wait, no. But now it's... Right, okay. But then it resets itself. And then it starts looping. Which is fun, but not what I need. Okay, never mind. So we do actually need a separate pulse generator just for this. We have another layer of indirection here. Okay, this room ended up being more complicated than I thought it would be. I was like, oh, it'll probably not take up that much space. It'll probably be like 8 puzzle, right? Like 8 puzzle was super compact. It was nice and easy. Not the case for this one. This one's definitely a little bit more complicated. Also, I'm kind of a... Hello, thanks. Thanks for sticking around. Okay, hit this. And then that starts a timer. And that's... yeah, that's perfect. So I hit this starts a timer. And this timer is going to lower these 3 blocks. And also lower these doors. Let's do that. Like this, I believe. Let's see, what does this look like? Okay, so now I'm gonna move you to this column. Then I'm gonna go... oh, wait. Why'd that not work? Oh, you moved back. Oh, because you're still... right, you're still wired to yourself. I forgot about that. Okay, let me undo that. Okay, move you to another row. There we go. And then it resets. Yeah, that looks good. Oops. Yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. I just realized that oh. I have a problem. Uh-oh. If it's empty, it still lets me select. And then I can move nothing. Actually, is this a problem though? Not really. If I select nothing, and I pop nothing from an empty stack, that's not actually a problem. Because yeah, that just resets. That just resets anyway. And then you... you will prevent me from hitting these. This should set this bit to the opposite state, I think. Actually, should it though? Oh no. Oh, hold on. I think we have a consistency problem here. I'm using a bit to control the state of these, but then I also want to switch that controls it too. Okay, so maybe instead of that, this pulse generator needs to be hooked up to this. So I need to reverse the order of those, basically. Yeah, I need to reverse their order. Okay. That's significantly... oh, no. Is it, though? Who's connected to you? This pressure plate. Okay, so I need to remember this pressure plate is hooked up to the U. I'm gonna move you. We're gonna move you up. I'm gonna go here. This is you who's hooked up to this. You and you are hooked up to this. It was you who was hooked up to this. Right, so I hit this, and now I can't play with these controls anymore. That's still tied to this pressure plate. But I can't bring these back down at all. So this needs a separate bit to control these doors. And that bit will get set when this one finally gets set, I guess. Yeah, we don't want to set this immediately. It has to be after the timer expires. Basically, when this pressure plate gets hit, we want to set this bit again. We need another pulse generator. Because, yeah, right now these are connected to this toggle switch. So we need a pulse gen that'll set a bit that controls these. Alright, I see exactly what I need to do. So we need this setup again. Move it like right here, I guess. That's fine. That works. And instead of you being hooked up to those, you will be hooked up to the pulse generator. You will not be hooked up to that. Actually, I guess this can be hooked up to both of these, because it is just going to be toggling that bit. This needs to be hooked up to these. Let's see, how's that look? This pressure plate is doing something bad. And this pressure plate gets struck. This needs to move. Oh. That's a problem. Oh, right, this is a double toggle. Ooh. We actually need it to only trigger once, huh? Or actually, this doesn't need to go to the pulse generator, though. This can just be used to toggle this. Pretty sure. Oh, what the? Wait, what? Did I never test this case? Wait, what pops these doors open? Oh, what? Okay, we had a little blip there again. Wait, why is this... This was working fine earlier, wasn't it? Why is it not working now? What? What did I do wrong? I put that there, and then I push you down. I should be able to extract from that container, right? But then it pushes backwards. I guess there's not enough time? Oh yeah, look at that. Interesting. Okay, so that's not correct. Right, because he's lower than... This lowers at the start of the turn. Or sorry, this lowers at the end of the turn. Do I need to do something different here? Hold on. I could probably get away with... Because you're only connected to these. What if you're not doing that? You're controlling this. And instead of you controlling this, you control that as well. How's that work? No, that doesn't work. What happened? Oh, my AND gates do not fire immediately. Because of the turn order. Got it. Okay, so those AND gates need to be moved down. Otherwise, this won't work. Pretty sure. Okay, so you guys are too early in the move order. Okay, this is gonna be annoying. Yeah, so these are all hooked up to those trapdoors, and these are hooked up to the cyclic collector. These are only hooked up to the timer. Okay, so these and these. This is the most annoying thing to remember. I can move it down here. I think I can do better than that, even. But can I? Okay, hang on, let me rewire all this stuff before I completely forget. Actually, these are the same, so that's fine. It's this stuff that's not fine. you're hooked up to those three. Okay, let me just check this. Oh wait, this needs to be connected to these. Right. Oh man, this is so crazy. The fact that this is actually kind of working is insane. Okay, so... Oh! we're getting there. We're actually getting there, though. I need to... so these pressure plates aren't doing anything right. These are not doing anything right now. Oh... So how would... What is the bad state we can end up in is this one. So if I try to do a push down like this while you're sitting in the middle there, nothing happens. And now we're able to pull out another one when we shouldn't be able to do that. This is bad. We don't want this. Yeah, because now we can do weird stuff that we should not be able to do. Like, put two down at once. Like, no, that's bad. So yeah, how do we avoid this guy getting stuck in the middle when we're moving this guy around? That's the main issue now. We're gonna move around some of the wiring later to reduce this fragmentation. But for now this works, and I don't want to touch it. Do we need an AND gate? Probably not. If I just have a timer, so if this can only move in 2 move increments, we're fine. It's just I need to be able to figure out a way to do 2 move increments, left and right. We might have enough space to do that, like, right here. And then we need, like, we need, like, a submit button, which should be super easy to do. Which would just, like, raise, like, all these doors up. Actually, no, we can't have a door on this one, but, like... Okay, that might actually be a little bit more tricky than I thought, but we have plenty of space. We can move stuff around. It should be fine in theory. Oh, what the hell do I do here? I don't know what to do. I need to move. Okay, first things first, we need to get this guy moving up and down, but only every 2 turns instead of 1. So I need to send like a short, or like I need to send like a slightly longer pulse, I guess. The only thing that's controlling that is these pulse generators, which probably shouldn't be pulse generators. So if they're not going to be pulse generators, then this whole thing needs to move up 1. Which is a problem because of this guy. I can move this guy over to the right to fix that, I think. Actually, is this guy a problem? Does he need to move before all of these do? Maybe not. But I'm going to rewire everything because I need to make sure there's enough space to get rid of this monster block here. So I need to move everything up by 1. Which is bad because that means I lose my wiring on everything. It's just these 3. These 3. These don't matter. These do matter. Okay. This is the cyclic selector. You know what? I'm gonna move it up piecemeal. So these 3 go up first. That makes sense. Okay, we'll do this piecemeal. Because I'm having trouble just keeping everything in my head at this point. This goes to you. You go here. You go here. Okay, and where did these go? That one pressure plate, okay. This one pressure plate here. These 3. Same goes for this entire chunk of the room. You... Our left and right mechanisms we're gonna have to change anyway. So what are you connected to? Just that bottom. Okay. Oh, I messed up something. I'm pretty sure this one was also hooked up to these. Oh, that seems like it still works, yeah. Okay, let's actually put these on the ground where they pretty much have to be. Because I'm gonna go crazy if I don't. That makes this a lot easier. Like, the compactness is nice at first, but now it's getting in the way. You need to actually be thinking about, like, what is this going to look like when the room is cleared. Okay, and now we need to get this mechanism wired up correctly. So, when I hit the switch, I need to start a timer. So I think we need to do another one of these sorts of timers, but it's going to be like a 2-turn timer only. We're very quickly running out of space. And then it needs to reset itself. I'll put that there for now. This is like a terrible spot. How's that look? That is connected to both of these. We don't want you hooked up to anything. That makes sense, that's good. You know, I'm just gonna take. Wait, no, I've already. Oh, okay, whatever. Oops, that's bad. Ah, my wiring's a mess. Okay, that can go there. Pretty, I think, minimal disruption. Then I can move you up. Put a wall here. I'm gonna put a rock there. Oh, I moved that stuff, so now it needs to be rewired. Now I need like 2 more pulse generators and bits. Actually, no, I have the pulse generators. I just need bits. I need a bit for these to make sure you can't press them twice. It needs to go here, doesn't it? It needs to go under this. Ooh, we're cutting it close. We're cutting it really close here in terms of space. These are on the ground, so actually this is fine if I like overlap these. I could move like this entire chunk to the left. I can move this into this space. There's exactly enough space for these actually. There's 3. So I can put this in here. Put this down here, move these all to the left by 1. And then we would barely have enough room for like a second one of these here. Or like right where this one currently is. And then another bit down here. And then we would be able to fit everything in. So I think that's what we want to do. I'm gonna do this. Actually, okay. Well, we'll just do this for now. There's enough space for everything. Because we need 2 of these. Let's test this. Okay, that's working. Oh gosh. Okay. Okay, how's this gonna work? I hit you, and while you're sitting here... Okay, that's gonna do it. So while you're on this will lower. Ooh, that's too many turns. Okay, that's actually too many turns now. Maybe if I do this instead. That works. Yeah, if I just match, it's always gonna move to like the correct spots. Oh, but I can hit the other switches during this time, so I need to actually prevent those from being hit as well. So... who's controlling that? You're controlled by those two. Okay, I see exactly what I need to do. This needs to control both of these. This needs to control all of these. Controls this. That controls that. That controls that. Oh, what? I guess this is, wait, what? Why is that one? Shouldn't this have... Who raises you? Why does this one go up? Because this guy moves. Why is this fan on? What? Oh, the pulse generator. Okay, so this one. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we have Bombug AI. Oh no, the Bombug is an AI, guys. Look out, Bombug AI. Yeah, we have Bombug AI 110. This is 109. Oh man, look at these numbers, dude. So we have 109, 110, 111, 112, 113. Okay. Oh. Holy cow, I think I've actually done it. Okay, so let's take one of these, right? We're gonna move it into one of these columns, and then we're gonna place it. Yeah, AI! Ah! So if I pull this one... Wait, why did they not die? Oh, something unwired these. What? These get unwired. What? Are you joking? Huh? I think it was just wired to the cycle selector and gates, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. These are wired to these AND gates. These AND gates are doing nothing now. Okay. I moved the AND gates at some point. Wait, what did I just do? I don't know what I'm doing. We need you to go up there. Then we push you down. And we select. Oh, actually, no, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to just pull another one. Put that there. And then if I press this, oops, that's to extract from that one. So if I extract from this one, fail. That's the puzzle failed. Yeah, so that's a failure state. So if you ever stack these in the wrong order, you lose. And that's how I enforce that. Alright. That's pretty cool. So, okay, we're not done, by the way. We actually have to solve the puzzle. And then once we've solved it, we need to enforce that this actually works properly. So, we're going to pretend that I actually legitimately solved this puzzle. And now we are going to try and figure out how the heck are we going to actually clear the room. Also, what happened? Why is that not working properly? Oh, right, because I selected empty. I literally forgot about that. Yeah. Okay, so that resets. Alright, cool. Just checking, I was very confused by what was happening here. But yeah, this is properly constrained as far as I know. We need a submit button to submit our solution. I'm just gonna put that like here, I guess. What that has to do is I think raise a bunch of stuff here. This is probably also going to trigger this timer. So if I hit this... actually, no. What this can do is... it can lower... Oh, wait, but then it depends on how this is selected, right? Yeah, actually, this is always going to have to play into this. I guess that's fine. You can always select it. So, let's say you select that column, then you submit. Yeah, submit your solution by lowering those. And then we need these all to sacrifice here in a row, which should be interesting. So you hit this. Maybe there's like another switch afterwards that raises all of these. This needs to be 2 high. Actually, this can be just 1 high now. What the heck? Weird. Okay. Is it possible to do a real 2D platformer in Leaf's Odyssey? Probably. You could probably do it like Baba Is You. How they did the platformer. Yeah, I think it would be possible. Well, maybe not within this kind of like room size constraint though. I don't know. That's an interesting question. I would say potentially. Potentially. Okay, this is really silly, but that's how this has to be. Oh yeah. So this is going to drown itself, or sorry, I shouldn't say drown. It's just going to dunk itself in the water. And then this will raise. Oh, I need to... right. Ah, shoot. Yeah, let's see. Oh, that actually is a problem, huh? Because that door is raised. Okay, that's not an issue, actually, so... instead of a stack here, we'll just have you on a door. So this will lift. This lifts when these all lift. So the second switch. Okay, this could be a pulse generator. I'm gonna do like a tiny little pulse gen right here. Try next stream. Next stream's gonna be Lonely Pit. But maybe. Maybe! I don't know. That was kind of a hard idea, though, is the thing. That's pretty much the only reason why I don't really want to do that. But it's not impossible that it will work. Oops. Why did that not work? Did I only set one of these? Yes, okay. What are you connected to? A lot of stuff. Well, if that's the case, then... we don't need this to be a pulse generator, do we? Because this is activating itself. No, it doesn't have to. Then we need a combo mechanism. Because otherwise, yeah, then you can just sacrifice however many times you like this way. Yeah, I don't really like that. Because you can just wait before you do it. I want this to be an actual combo sacrifice. So what does this look like right now? Okay, but this has to move off of the trapdoor, otherwise the whole mechanism doesn't work. The problem is that dumb trapdoor. Yeah, we have to do this. Like, this is a necessary step. It'd be nice if all of this could just happen at once, though. I have an idea. It's a little bit funny. It doesn't involve a pulse generator. So I actually can delete this, I think. It's a very funny idea. How do you delete stuff again? Like, shift, right click. So my funny idea is... you know, we get rid of the U. We're gonna get rid of you. We're gonna put a... we're gonna do something really silly with rubble. Statue rubble goes here. This is going to raise this. And... need another door. Left of it. The move order, pressure plates. This is going to raise... I think all of these. Let me just test this. I have to test this. Wait, what happened? Oh right, they're not connected. Oh right, I needed to. Okay. Ooh, okay, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. You connected this. And you connected this. Put another rubble on this plate. So I cycle that, hit this, and then because it's a timer, it's gonna go up on this turn, and then the next turn it's gonna go down, and then they're gonna... Oh. Are you connected to yourself? No, you're not. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. And then you go bam, bam. Ugh! Wait, what? Oh, okay. I need a longer timer. I see. Like this. We put a bunch of rubble on all of these. And then just like a pressure plate under each of them. And each of these will toggle just this. And that's how you do the combo counter. Or so I thought? No, because I forgot to actually wire these to each other. In the chain. Alright, cool. That is so cool. Look at this. Bam, 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 bam. Room clear. Well, it will be clear once I put another timer down. I need like one more of these. Yeah, and that will be Towers of Hanoi. That'll do it. It did take up like pretty much the entire room, but it works. Oh, and then I don't need this rock anymore, actually. I can just remove the rock and replace it with, I can just replace the rock with the rubble here. On the pressure plate. So you will activate this. And you are going to just clear the rest of the room. That means we need to put this, this, oh, this, 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 this. We're just gonna test it one at a time. Okay, yeah, we're missing these. We're very nearly there. Oh, I forgot to put a door under this one. We need to blow up these bomb bugs. That should be easy enough to do with hot coal. Same with these ones, actually. These also need to blow up. Oh, right, this AND gate is misaligned. I forgot about that. I can fix that, actually. I can just move the entire AND gate left one tile, and that should fix that. And then these will all chain explode upwards, which is cool. What we want, anyway. Because, yeah, that is doable. Man, this looks messy as hell. This is definitely the least clean room design I've ever done. What are you wired to? See if... Oh wow, there's a lot of things that are wired to this. There's 3 pressure plates wired to this. The same 3 pressure plates are wired to both of these. I'll move this here. I want to move you down to here. Just make this wooden floor. And... oh, these are swapped. That's unfortunate. Up is down, down is up. And then we'll push this down here. Yeah, look at this. But if we wanted to just clear the room, we'd hit this. This will just... Whoa. That did not do what I thought. Wait, why is this... Why are you wired to that? Oh, right, because this was a... Oh, okay, hang on. No, we have a problem here. We have a problem. This has to be a door. So this can't be used for cleaning that up. Okay. Yeah. So I need to actually... At some point... Once this has finished lifting... This needs to lower this, and also blow up a bomb bug. So this can go into a pit. That goes right there. That goes there. You need to stop moving. So you will trigger both of those. Let's see what that looks like. There we go. That cleans up. And then if I just hook these to those, the rest of the room should pretty much clean itself right up. Well, there's too many sight lines here. I need to actually box these guys in. Wait, what happened to you? Oh, you ran. I see. Don't run away. There's no escape. And then I need to drop all of these into pits. Okay, there is one problem still. I need to move this column to the left one. Actually, do I have to? Actually, I don't think I do, because these guys are guaranteed to be in this left column. As long as this timer is not going. So as long as I can guarantee that you can't hit this switch until... these switches are down. Yeah, okay. So if I do this, and then you connected that. What can... Oh yeah, that switch does do things. What if this switch didn't... Oh, okay, this is... Okay, never mind. This gate needs to go here. This still needs to be a one use though, so I need to put it on pit. This needs to activate itself. Oops. Yeah, that activates itself. And then this pressure plate raises this door. Then we do something like this. There we go. That looks a lot better. This is much cleaner. Alright, those need to be on trapdoors. Hello, welcome back. We're just doing the cleanup now. Oh, these need to be on... Okay, well that's fine. I can fix that. I'm gonna put these down everywhere. Oops. Oh, no, not like that. These need to be doors. These three. Yeah, eventually it becomes just impossible to see anything. Okay. We good? That, and that. Alright. Let's see. Oh, no we're not. And you need to be hooked up to these. There we go. There we go. Room clear. Simple as that. Room freaking cleared. Let's see if we try and input a wrong solution. What does that look like? Yeah, room does not get cleared. And if we try to put these somewhere else... Yeah, room is not cleared. So... you better put those bomb bugs where they belong, or else you will suffer the consequences of the room will not be cleared. And there you go. That's how you implement the Towers of Hanoi in Leaf's Odyssey. Oh boy, that was a journey. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup here, but it's pretty much almost time to end stream anyway, so yeah. Just gonna... And you know what? I'll leave some of this stuff. the way that it currently is. Maybe I will use a different... what should I use? Maybe I will use like cobblestone to make this look a little bit less confusing for myself. Actually, that looks so similar to the the pulse generator notation. Oh well. Actually, I think I'm going to change that to... Let's use this for XORs. I'll use marble. Marble for the timers. Good. Alright, see you later. Yeah, I'm gonna call it real soon. Just, want to do a little bit of cleanup here. Can I clean this up? Or can I at least do this? Oh, you haven't left yet? Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do a little bit of cleanup. I like grass for these cyclic selectors. I think that looks fine. Let's test the room. Let's make sure that it's still working properly. How was the giant going to explain what the hell this is then? Oh, shoot! Uh-oh, we have a problem. we have a problem. Uh-oh. How fix? How we fix? Ugh. I know, we'll move all of these down one. Okay, so you're all wired to those three. You guys are wired to that one. Okay. Cool. I know exactly how to fix. I'm gonna move these. Oh boy. Yeah, this is a bit of a thing. And those. I believe. Move that switch right, problem solved. I mean, yeah, I could do that, but aesthetics, man. It's about how the room looks, okay? The way the room looks matters. Oh yeah, I forgot. I reversed these switches. I feel so silly. Hold on. I need to reverse these switches again. Okay, there we go. So what do you press? This to select? Yeah, this is selector. You pull that out. This moves up. This moves up. And then you press this to push back down. This is to submit your solution. I guess when you press this, it should probably raise these two. So that way you can't mess with anything while that's in. Voice to text. Go home, voice to text, you're drunk. Put that there. you over here. Drain that. Perfect. So if we try to submit this, yeah, that fails. Fails the room. Actually, it's probably because we didn't even select that column. Yeah, those bomb bugs are left behind. Let's see what happens if we put these in the wrong order. So let's say we extract you. So you're 113, you're 112. Let's put 113 on top of 112. Alright, so now, when we try to extract you, you die, and the puzzle is failed. Wait. Actually, I just realized there's a flaw in my plan, isn't there? Because couldn't you just kill all the bomb bugs that way? Like, why do you need the bomb bugs? You don't really need the bomb bugs. So we actually need some kind of combo kill counter no matter what. Okay. I see. I see what I have done wrong. Yeah, everything... Oh, right, you can kill all of them except for one. There's nothing to bump on, you're right. So... Actually, you know what? You tell me. Is this room properly enforced? Because my thinking is that if you have all but... Okay, if you kill all of them except for one bomb bug, and then you put that last bomb bug here, and then you submit, what would happen? I guess we can just see... I'm too stupid to figure this out on my own, okay? Wait, what if I didn't hit... Oh no, I can't hit the other switch. That's right. I have to do this to hit that switch. Oh wait, yeah, that... Oh, hold on. So that's there. If I select that column... Okay, it would die. Okay, so that is a problem. No, that isn't properly enforced. Okay. We still have 15 minutes. So... You know what? I have a fantastic idea. You don't kill this. Instead, there's like a bunch of flooring here. No, we don't need house rules, my guy. We do not need house rules. I will not succumb to the house rules. Temptation. I know it is very tempting. But I shall not. For you see, I have a combo. I have a combo detector. Well, let's pretend we have solved the puzzle. Okay, I have solved the puzzle. Oh wait, right. You have to be too tall. You'd be too tall, and I guess if you're too tall, no, it should be okay. Yeah, the bombers are not going to be raised in this column, are they? Oh, actually, here they will be. Okay, I have a solution for that. a little awkward, but there we go. And now, when this sacrifices both of those. Okay. Oh, the reason why that doesn't work is because you need to be there. Oh wait, you still move too quickly, huh? Okay, I guess... Okay, I guess this is fine. We just need to move this one tile over, I think. There we go. Okay, so that's like that. Hey! Yeah, I'm still going. I'm still going. I just want to finish the stream. We're almost done. Stream is ending in like 10. Okay, yeah, that's not enough combo food for this. So you have to sacrifice 5. Or is it 5? Yeah, it's 5. Otherwise this doesn't make it to the thing. And you can't clear the room. So just a test. There we go. And I don't know why I'm doing this one, but I just want to be sure. I want to be absolutely sure. That only combos... Well, it only does one sacrifice, so that's not enough. And then these live. And then we're good. Oh! I did it! I did it! I uploaded Tower of Hanoi and leaves Odyssey. I'm just gonna make this room have like 2 entrances. Here. Yeah. Where is this room going to go? I don't know! That took up way more space than I thought it would. But it's definitely not going here like I thought it would. Yeah. GG. Great game. Love this game. Love making crazy shit like this. Oh, I don't know if you've seen it yet, but yeah, this lets you select a column. Wait, I need to put the bomb bugs back at their positions before I call it. There we go. Yeah, the way that this room works is you use this thing to select. You use this to pop the stack. And then you can move up and down like this. So this lets you push the stacks back down. And then, yeah, then it resets. And if you do something bad, like say, put 2 bomb bugs on the same stack like this, and they're in the wrong order, so this one is first, and then this one's next, that violates the Towers of Hanoi constraint, where the bigger plate is on top of a smaller plate. So when you next try to pull this stack out, one of the bomb bugs dies. So yeah, there you go. That's how we enforce the solution. And I'm pretty sure that that's all you need to make sure that this puzzle works correctly. So yeah, I think that is going to do it for today. Thank you all for watching. And yeah, next stream should be on Sunday at the usual time. We're going to be continuing Lonely Pit. I have actually made a tiny bit of progress there. I cleared like one puzzle off stream yesterday. So yeah, there will be signs added. Yeah, definitely gonna have to add some signs. Maybe there'll be like a separate room with a manual like I did for the water pitchers puzzle. But yeah, this is yet another room that ended up being way more space than I thought, but it works, and I'm very, very, very happy that this was actually possible. This one didn't take up quite as much space as water pitchers, so it wasn't nearly as much of a struggle to like compress everything. But yeah, you can see there's plenty of fragmentation in this room. But yeah, I'm gonna end stream right now. So I'll see you guys on Sunday.